Hi, everybody. How are you? This is a question that I receive often. I recently received it again from another client, and that is how to communicate to diverse audiences in one meeting. So, one meeting where there are multiple people in the room with different perspectives, different points of view, maybe different areas of interest. And that's a great question. And that's a difficult type of conversation to have, a meeting to run. But those diverse audiences, that those differences among the group can be quite interesting and powerful to work with. Those people are not concerned about maybe a specific piece of data. What we think about in those meetings is there might actually be one true person who's the decision maker, the person who actually has the authority to act upon a recommendation. And everybody else in that meeting is wondering, so what does this mean for me? If that person does this, what would that impact be on me? Well, depending on the conversation we're having, what we want to do is emphasize how they can help contribute to a successful outcome. They're not in charge. They don't have the ability to act upon a recommendation. They don't have the authority to make something happen. But what they can do is contribute to the success of the project. So if they feel that this is going to be something that's good for them, that decision maker will do something that would allow them to have an impact in a positive way, then we want to focus our message in a way that they understand the contribution they can make to really have that outcome as quick as possible. What can they bring to the conversation? What can they bring to the project? Maybe we're asking them, and or maybe they have the ability to bring in resources, money, people, equipment. Maybe the conversation is more focused on the influence that they will have on other people. Because if they think this is a good thing, they can really help. If they are in a true position of influence, which is really important in communication, perhaps we can take them to a point where they can influence a lot of people to make this happen sooner than later. Maybe the more of the creative people that are going to help innovate ideas, and that's what their contribution is going to be. We want them because they are experts in the room with ideas to help contribute and innovate ideas. And maybe we actually want them to do something. Regardless of who we're talking to, what we want to focus on is for them to understand there is a contribution that they're going to make. The worst thing that we can have in a meeting is for people to be there and say, why am I here? Why was I invited to this meeting if I have nothing to contribute? We want them to make them feel and understand that they do have something to contribute. And that is what your job is as a great communicator. So that's a question. I hope that answers maybe one of the questions you have. It's a very common one. And so a client recently asked me, and I thought I would share it with you. Again, I'll be following up with more recommendations and answers to other client questions in future videos. But for now, I want to thank you for joining me again here on my website, my video channel. This is Arturo Weiss, and I will look forward to our next conversation. Bye bye.